Lori Loughlin will probably do some jail time for her alleged role in the college admissions scandal. Lock her up, huh? But she seems to be taking it really well. She's out and about doing photo ops and signing autographs for her fans who are still coming out in force for her. She's very chipper, isn't she?
Yeah. It's Aunt Becky.
Shouldn't she try? She should actually act a little bit more contrite, but she's not that good an actress.
Yeah.
What did I do?
I'm not sure if somebody's...
A sting.
Do you think she knows this is not a Hallmark film? This is real life?
No, the Lifetime movie.
This is not Full House. This is The Big House.
Maybe she's planning her, Lifetime autobiographical movie.
This was really poor form. You know, when I was watching that, I thought, if one of these prosecutors sees that tape, they're going to be infuriated because this is serious. I mean, you're talking about other kids who didn't get the seat at the school after working really hard because you did something illegal.
Yeah.
You gamed the system. And that's ridiculous. And I've been saying from the very beginning that prosecutors aren't going to give them a plea deal without jail time. And a lot of legal experts have disagreed with me on that. And then that prosecutor sees that. And law enforcement officials actually just came out and said, you can't have people being treated differently because they have money. That's how we got to this place.
Yeah.
Every defendant will be treated the same. And prosecutors said any plea would come with a recommendation by prosecutors that the actresses serve some time behind
Maybe she
bars.
thinks she can buy her way out. That's her MO.
Well, I think part of this problem, too, is she has come to be sort of the face of everything culturally we hate about white privilege. Like, I can just buy my kids' way into college. I can spend $500,000. And as someone who loves a party bus, which I do, and rent them when I can, she arrived to court in a party bus with her lawyers. And I thought that was weird to begin with. And then she's getting out and waving and smiling. And it's like, you did a really heinous crime that could have, we don't know the ramifications of it left. And you're acting like this is a red carpet. And it's amazing. And it's tonally, I think, so far off from the seriousness of this case and just how I think hurt and offended so many people.
It was surprising to me because a lot of times defense lawyers will have consultants that tell defendants how to dress, how to act. Do you guys remember, like, the Menendez brothers? They killed their parents and they would show up in court looking like, little choir boys.
They killed their parents. They killed their parents, and then they said, "We're orphans."
Yeah.
And they're polo sweaters.
Joy made a good point, though. I thought
I wanted to bring that up too because I actually agreed with you in our meeting this morning. We were talking about this, and there need to be consequences. And what they did was bad. I do, in a weird way, I think about the kids a lot because there are a lot of them involved in this. And, you are so much of who you are because of the household you've been raised in.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine going on their Twitter mentions and seeing the death threats and the bullying and all that they're receiving, not to justify what happened. But I think going from the Trump segment now to this, I think we all just need to take a step back and say, what environment do we want to live in? Let's say this is bad and call it out.
Take a seat.
But let's not bully people to the point of death threats.
Their bullying. I don't want any threats against any of them in any way, but I do think when you commit such a crime that has garnered so much attention, you should display yourself in public in a way that looks remorseful, and she is not doing that. And that's my problem.
But the law is the law, Sonny. And whether she acted like that or didn't act like that, they should not use that in the court. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. You have to show a bit of contrition.
Why?
I mean,
it's not
you're not going to the club. You're not going to the Emmys. You're not going to the Oscars.
You're going to a crime.
Yeah, I just, they haven't been convicted of it. These
Isn't that why juries don't watch television? Aren't they supposed to be sequestered or something?
Well, not the jurors, but the prosecutors. But I do also feel a little sorry for the children here because we are still talking about young adults and kids.
And the law is the law, but there's discretion when it comes to, time served and sentencing.
I gotta go, I'm sorry. Next topic, when we come back. A middle school teacher was fired after a student shared a topless selfie of her. Was that fair? We'll talk about that when we come back.